Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Bob with Trade Genius. I want to go over some charts here, and then I'll talk a bit about today's political activities and what it means to the markets. So just stay tuned. So I want to first talk about some of the miners here. So we're at a point now. I'm just on a weekly chart. Okay, so we have this beautiful bottoming pattern in Coeur d'Alene mining, and as it breaks out here, 920 is the measured move for this trade. Probably a multi-month move, but just so you know, these are all bottoming out now, and this is very powerful. And I think we're gonna get these breakouts. So just bear in mind, so CDE, and they also raised their reserves, and that's very positive news when you're a miner. Okay, a trade that we just got out of, a beautiful trade for us. Okay, it was we did 2 trades on it in the last 2 weeks, made 14%, but hopped off. Don't get greedy. You never know with these reversals with gold, silver, and the miners, because the banks just hate them. Here, and I'll zoom down to the 4-hour here, and those are the trades we took, and it was a nice move. And just keep an eye on this now too, is that you put a low in here. This was a deeper low, and then what I would like to see is, even though I'm out of it, is see if it could fill this gap here, and then give some of this back and paint out an inverted head and shoulders as well, or a cup and handle, whatever you want to call it, because then this will be the big move. I think 36 to 43, 7 points, push this thing over 50. All right, so another trade that we officially got out of. I'm in this trade all the time personally, because I like the miner. I sell the calls against it, and is that we have we had a nice move here also in this trade. We just got out of it, and wasn't as spectacular as all the other moves because it's a large cap, but this thing is just going to keep grinding higher. And let me just show you in the weekly where this thing's going to end up. Is I have an auto bot here telling me about the cryptos. I'll talk about those too in a second. But we had some nice reversals on this thing weekly, and I think the next push higher has begun. And we'll look to re-enter, but we got out of this thing earlier today, and took some profit. You just didn't know how people were going to react to the news with the Democrats, but it looks like I'm jumping the gun here. It looks like it's another nothing burger on their part. In fact, they may look even stupider this time, if that's possible. So the next trade here that we're in is, I'll make sure I'm not missing an order here. Yeah, so here's Hecla, and so we're in Hecla. We're profitable on the trade right now in around 192. So it's over 207 now. It keeps banging on this 210. It keeps banging on this downtrend line, this moving average. I love this 65 moving average. I don't care what time frame. To me, it seems to be a more true measure of support and resistance, and it needs to fight its way through here. So this is still counter trend, even though if you boil down to the 4-hour, it's a little flatter. Okay, I mean, it's flat as you can be. And this is telling me that we're getting a trend change in the market. I trade off the 4-hour mostly, so it looks pretty good. It's getting up here with some resistance. May get stoned here, it may not, but it's such a small dollar amount that I love to see it play out and see if I can capture. If your equity, capture a close to a double on it. If it gets to the $3 range, then I'll easily have made 200 or 300% because I have call options on it. Okay, flipping back out to the weekly here. The next trade we're in, and we're doing quite nicely on, is Kinross Gold. So we had one trade. It got to our 450, 460 breakout of the its IHS. Now here's a bull flag I drew out a couple weeks ago, and told everybody this is flagging. Flags don't have to be like this perfect little thing. It's really a consolidation. And here it was a nice flag. It broke through last week. It's confirming this week, and it's pushing to the top of the channel. and now it's likely it's going to get to $7. So and we're in this trade with options, and we're doing quite well with it. Okay, let's see. Anything else I want to show you? Yes, here also is so we've been taking our clues off of for PLG off of the palladium. I missed this move on palladium, but I didn't miss it on platinum, and we had 3 trades here, and this is what I wrote earlier when we were up 25%. Now we're 3 trades at 37%, and we just closed this trade today too. Again, it was a factor, just didn't want to get greedy, and it looked like it turned out to be pretty prescient. We closed out at 190 on this thing. We bought it down here, and we made, I didn't even adjust it yet, so let me take a quick look here. So we closed it at 190, and we made 12.5% on the trade. So not bad. Here's the 3 trades, and this is a beautiful thing. I'd love for this thing to come back down. It would be ideal if it held here, and then we take the next move higher. But I'll just look for my next buy signal. If it breaks down through here, then I'll be looking to see if it's going to come back and test this area again too. But this has just been just a trader's dream. And as long as these strategic metals are getting precious are getting bid, we're going to make money on these trades. And here's one just put in your watch list. I totally missed this trade. It's just it was incredible. I was focusing on a different palladium company, and I mean, how the heck do you miss this thing of beauty? Okay, and I did, and then I missed it here, and then I missed it here. So now it's on my watch list. Of course, it'll never pull back now because I'm watching it. But if it pulls back, palladium's being bought because it's supply constraint, not necessarily because of demand. So people like to hold these things because they're even more. In fact, palladium I think it hit its all-time high. This is just the palladium company, but the palladium price itself hit all-time high. So I'm expecting this thing, if it gets any kind of dip, it'll rip back higher again. Okay, now let me talk about a few other things that we're trading on the short side. And the first one is that we're trading. I have it over here. I'll just go over to here. So we have oil running right now, and now I gotta wait for it to come up here. So we this 1 minute chart here. We've been trading it for the short side, and like I've been telling everybody, is that this whole oil spike thing was totally contrived. If the Democrats want to investigate that would be helpful to the American people, because somebody pulled a whopper on us and caused all our gas prices to go higher. Saudi production's back at 100%, by the way, and we're now injecting into the system. So now we're getting a glut, and now there's a gas glut too, and that's what's just dropping this thing down. I just expect it to go, and go. If we go out to a weekly, I'll just show you how far this baby can go. And we're trading with UCO puts, so we're quite comfortable with that. But this is really struggling here, and I was looking for it to break 57.26, and it broke that today decisively. And then we had just the oil report was not bullish at all, so the price stayed down overnight. Still, tomorrow we get another report. Last week it didn't help. A lot of times they ebb and flow it, push one down, the next one higher, but this time they may both push down further. So I'm expecting oil to come down and test this, to be honest with you. Okay, and as oil goes, it causes the markets to have struggles, because I think they use oil as collateral for lending for speculation. Can't prove it, but you can just see it. When oil spikes, then next thing you know, the market's coming with it, and vice versa. And then, of course, the stock market itself just had a crazy move here. I'll zoom in a little bit here just to show you. So I was watching this right here, this high here, right here, and it failed, and it tried to come here and double topped, and then it caused this action to happen. So it was incidental. The market was looking to sell off. They used the Trump news as its excuse, and overnight's getting bid back here. So if you're going to rely on Trump being impeached as your trading strategy, you're going to lose money. So, but that doesn't mean the market can't go down or shouldn't go down. It's definitely overvalued. Economy is definitely slowing. I don't think we're going to go into recession anytime soon, but all the good news has been priced into this thing. So it's really going to see how much liquidity comes in. And this market went down even with all the liquidity injections coming into these banks, which is just a mystery in and of itself. So anyway, look, if you're a Trump hater, he's not getting impeached. Sorry. If you're a Trump lover, then he's going to make the Democrats pay bitterly for these moves, because now he's going to start in the name of transparency. He's going to start releasing stuff. You notice he's going to release everything about this call now, not just the transcript. Then he's going to start releasing everything about the Russia probe. I mean, he's going to make the Democrats eat transparency, and I think they're going to rue the day they thought they were being clever by half. And so maybe the Democrats in the House think, hey, I just want to keep my job. I don't care about the national stage. But people like Pelosi and Elizabeth Warren, they have to be really careful here, because they'll lose the national audience. People do not like people being treated unfairly. Clinton, remember when the Republicans did it to Clinton? The American people didn't like it too much. Okay? They don't like people going after people unfairly. They don't think it's the American way. And with all the other crazy stuff that Democrats are throwing at us here, I think people are starting to say maybe there's some screws loose over there, and we're going to put that genie back in the bottle. And so it's a shame. You need to give and take the push and pull here to compromise. But when you're compromising against somebody who wants to basically put you back to the 14th century and tell you how to eat, what doctors to go to, what to say, what to think, then we're in a bad place. So whether you agree with it or not, it should scare the hell out of you. Just remember, a lot of the people that were in the Bolshevik party that overthrew the czars, a lot of them didn't live the year out. Okay, and that's typical what happens. You get a purge. Okay, that's why those people are called the useful idiots. Don't be one of them. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.